Welcome back. Now to a story that is simply amazing. Companion Animal Care and Control works in Minnesota and western Wisconsin and was surprised to hear a tiny survivor that traveled across the world in the most unusual way. Jessica Hart has more with this story.
At Northwoods Humane Society.
This is our adoptable cat space.
Saturdays.
Oh, you're purring. All your siblings get adopted.
Are for the cats.
We had a lot of kittens available starting yesterday, so we've been pretty busy yesterday and today.
Renee Root, the animal shelter's executive director, says more than 20 cats are up for adoption.
So this is her.
But not the one who traveled thousands of miles.
You're doing really good, sweetheart.
Renee got a call from Companion Animal Control earlier this week about a cat found in Oakdale with an unusual tale.
A shipping container from China that they opened and found a cat inside.
A cat who lived in darkness for 3 weeks.
They suspect that she survived on whatever food she could find in there and condensation, from in the shipping container. The fact that she made it is kind of a miracle.
A miracle, learning to live in the light.
She is still really, really scared, but what's interesting is her eyes have been like this since she got here, and she's blinking, and a slow blink from a cat is a sign of them being okay. Sweetheart. The goal is to get her to a point where she's healthy and can be adopted and find her a family.
Healthy, so she can move to the adoption room and claw her way into somebody's heart.
So cute. Well, after back-to-back PWHL titles, Minnesota Frost star Kelly Panic has another reason to celebrate. She originally partnered with Fulton last fall, but the two are back at it again, celebrating the Frost success. This brew is called Been There, Won That, again, a lemon-charged blonde ale. We're told it is a drinkable tribute to the Frost dynasty.
Being able to win the Walter Cup in front of our home fans and give them that to celebrate and cheer for and enjoy with us has been really cool. So it's just another way to celebrate that with them.
A portion of the proceeds will support Mosaic Hockey Collective, a Minnesota-based nonprofit helping create opportunities for players of color. Well, in case you missed it, a tradition like no other this weekend at Lake of the Isles in Minneapolis. Thousands getting together for the 4th annual pencil sharpening ceremony. And if you think a sharpening of a pencil can't be a party, well, you would be sorely mistaken. Sammy Selena was there.
It is the 4th annual pencil sharpening here at Lake of the Isles, and I gotta say, people here are looking pretty sharp. The 20-foot pencil certainly sticks out among the oaks in the neighborhood. It actually was one at one point, but a storm damaged the tree. And then artist Curtis Ingolstad turned it into a sculpture. Homeowners John and Amy Higgins said the oak turned pencil stood for 100 years.
We figured when we just commissioned him to do it, we figured we'd start to sharpen it every year, because why not? It's a living sculpture. But yeah, we figured we might be doing it for 50 or 100 people. Never expected this crowd. It's kind of like cheering for a sports team, but it's a pencil. It's kind of a crazy time we're living in, and it gives people a little diversion, a little bit of fun, and time to let loose and be silly, which we need that in life.
Don't worry, it is an annual event, so if you didn't get to it this year, don't worry, you can pencil it in for next year. Sammy Selena, KARE 11 News.
She's so punny. All right, the Minnesota Zoo is buzzing with excitement over their newest addition. Work just started, I should say, on the first ever dedicated pollinator path at the zoo. The 4-year partnership with Bachman's is designed to be a living classroom to learn about supporting our local ecosystem. Laura and Bobby got a sneak peek.
This week, we're learning all about a brand new garden being planted by Bachman's here at the Minnesota Zoo.
What is the plan for getting all these plants in the ground?
We are so excited to embark on the first ever pollinator garden called the Buzz and Bloom Garden here at the Minnesota Zoo that Bachman's has curated the plants for and will be doing all of the planting.
So we really have a unique opportunity here in the Twin Cities to be able to be supporting little treasures that exist in our backyards that we don't even necessarily know are there. For instance, the endangered rusty patched bumblebee, Minnesota's state bee. We can find it right here on the Minnesota Zoo grounds, but also uniquely, it happens in the residents of backyards of the Twin Cities. This includes flowers that'll be blooming in all seasons. Those bumblebees that are coming out of hibernation right now, these first flowers are their most important food of the year, and we're missing that. Columbine, dogwoods, chokecherries, serviceberry that we're going to be having in a new Buzz and Bloom garden. We can be putting in these little pockets here at the Minnesota Zoo, but these same opportunities can be generated in home gardens, helping to connect the dots between these little spaces.
We will have the Buzz and Bloom collection available at all retail stores, but we're making it even more simple as well, where we have seed packets that are complimentary, one per guest please, but there's seed packets that you can plant with your own family and create your own pollinator garden.
How did you guys get together on this?
It's actually serendipitous. We had a dream. Wouldn't it be nice to have a pollinator garden? And pollinators are sort of forgotten zoo animals. They're here and they're around, and we decided to make it work. Bachman's was committed to planting a garden and helping educate our customers about what native plants are, and what better place to see it than the zoo.
And you can see the garden planted right now at the Hannafil Nature Center inside the Minnesota Zoo.
Stick with us. More news and weather coming up after the break.